In this video, I'm going to teach you how to create ad hoc tables using Zenworks Reporting. The use case here is that you've installed Zenworks Reporting and you now wish to use it to create tabular reports against an endpoint management product. Tabular reports are usually used for building detailed views of things. You want to send something that has a whole bunch of lines that tells you a whole bunch of data about things, as opposed to summary data that tends to be surfaced in crosstabs or charts. The requirements here are Zenworks Reporting Server has been installed. There's another video that talks about how to set up that appliance and how to do the initial configuration. The Zenworks Reporting Server can connect to the database server hosting the endpoint management data. The reporting domain for the endpoint management product you wish to report against has been imported into the system so that we can use the ad hoc. And you are a member of a group that provides Zenworks Reporting access. Once that's done, the steps are pretty simple. You create the ad hoc report, you select fields and measures, you customize the table or the data, you save the ad hoc view, generate a report, and then you can do some additional formatting on that report if you like. So let's go see how this is done. All right, so I'm going to start by logging in to my Zenworks Reporting console. And we'll go up and create an ad hoc view, and then we can pick our domain. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use the Zenworks domain today. The Zenworks domain is all of the configuration management data that's stored in the Zenworks database. So this would be things like bundles, policies, patch information, inventory, all of that can be found here. We'll go ahead and say we're going to grab information about bundles today, and then we'll go ahead and create a table. So here we are in the ad hoc editor. We can go ahead and start to drag things in. So we'll add the bundle name. Actually, the bundle name as a column and the bundle version as a column. So there are all my bundles. Now I may also want to then group these. So I can group that by right-clicking here, for instance, and saying, let's look at the bundle type as a group. And now you'll see I have my Linux patch bundles, I have my Mac bundles, I have my Mac patch bundles, so on and so forth. If I want to restrict this, maybe I want to go ahead and switch this to be a filter. And so now I can go ahead and say, well, I only care about Windows bundles. I don't really want to see my patch bundles right now. And so now I'm down to just my Windows bundles. You'll see by default, this is only showing you a subset of the data because the bigger the database, the longer it takes to grab this. So you can actually select whether you want to see no data, which is the fastest because you can just pull in what you want and then change it. You can pull in sample data, in which it pulls in top X number of rows. Or you can pull in the full data, in which case you're actually seeing everything that would get run when you ran this report. So we've got our different Windows bundles there. Now that we've filtered, I'll remove bundle type, and we could then do something like add the folder location as a group, and now we would see these by folder location. We can also do things like add summaries here. So by default, you're getting the detailed data. If you want total data, you can see here, it's basically going to give us the number of bundles in each folder. Or you can say I want both of them, in which case it will actually show you, okay, here's the bundles that were in the bundles folder. There was one of them. Here's the number of bundles that were in the dependencies folder. There were 2 of them, so on and so forth. So you could take this and send it off to somebody. We'll create one more report here. This one we'll do off of the Zav server usage domain. We'll pull that in. Again, we'll create a table chart. And we'll add some information here. We'll say, I want to see all of the applications that have been launched, but what I want to see is who did it, what machine were they on, when was the first time it was launched on that machine. And then if I wanted to, I could actually show each of the sessions by adding the session details. So I could say, well, now show me the session start time. And you'll see a whole bunch more details because this is every time that application was run by that user and where he was at instead of just the first time. You can also add filters. So let's say I only want to see the details of what's been done in the last 30 days. So I could add this to a filter. That'll come over here. And if I just wanted to do last 30 days, I can do day minus 30. Day is today minus 30, says 30 days ago. And you'll notice some of the things drop off. You can also do plus 30 and look at what happened in the future, depending on what you're doing. And you can also select specific dates. I think in my case, the issue is I probably need to go day plus, say, 90 to get any data in there because all of my dates for first data were before that. So we can clear that out. Actually, we'll say is after day plus 30 or minus 30. When we do that, now our filter should bring things back that were within the last 30 days, or the first launch was in the last 30 days, or the last 90 days. Click apply, and you'll see the data now comes in because those are in July, and those are within the last 90 days. When you have multiple filters, you also have the ability to use a custom filter where you can basically type in a text string that shows you like A or B and C. So you can get very complex on your filters if you needed to do that. All right, we'll go ahead and save the ad hoc view here and create a report. We'll just call this app details, and this will be the app details report, and we'll save that in the reports folder. And so if we wanted to now, we could go check out that report. We can either do that by searching for it here. There's the app details report. When you click in, you'll see the non-editable version. This is the version that somebody who's actually been sent this report would see. There are some things they can do here. They can right-click and they can change sorting. They can do column filters. They could show me only rows where it's a certain value. You could also do things like custom formatting. So I could come in here, I can do conditional formatting and say if something contains, or since I'm the only person using this system, if something does not contain JBlackett, and actually should probably be on the username. If there's a row there that doesn't contain JBlackett, I want to know about it because that would mean somebody else is using my system. So it does not contain JBlackett. Then I can go ahead and say make that column red, for instance. I'll say OK. It will execute, and you'll see the usernames that are not JBlackett got highlighted. So you could then take these reports, colorize them, use them for dashboards, those kinds of things, or use it to quickly allow users to key off of certain values. You could then save this report, send it off. You can export it as a PDF or Excel, whatever you may need to get it over to somebody else, and you're ready to go. So that's how you create tabular reports inside of ZenWorks reporting. For charts and crosstabs, there are other videos that describe how to use those reports to provide things in a more visual way or in a more summary fashion. Thank you.